So we got in the car and it's starting to rain. Now, my goal for the day was thrift stores. We already have low air in our tires, so it's not looking real promising right now. The rain, the tire, but I really hope we can get out to Murrieta and hit those thrift stores. We did change cars and we are now on the way to these thrift stores, aren't we, sweetie?
We are.
We had to go home and change cars, but hey, we're headed there. It looks like the sun is coming out. Whoa! A lot of bumps on this freeway. It's going to be a beautiful day in Southern California. All right, our favorite breakfast spot when we come to Murrieta, Tom's Burgers. It's our favorite lunch spot. Got the old guy and his coffee, a breakfast burrito, and we've got a guest today on our show, and he's having pancakes. This is Granny's Attic Antique Mall in Temecula, California. Every little booth has a different vendor, and each booth is full of collectible items that they have and that they're selling. I love going there and walking up and down the aisles and seeing all the different things. I especially like old dolls, but you know that already. My mother collected glassware, and she had so much glassware. All of us kids divided it up after she passed away, but looking at all this beautiful glassware reminds me of her. Look how many booths there are. Now, some of them have glassware, some of them have toys. Oh, look here, what I found. I'm always spotting the dolls. Right there, look at all of those Sunshine Family dolls, so cute. I don't have all of those outfits, but I have quite a few Sunshine Family dolls already. You've seen my collection, so I didn't need any more, but look how many they had. I don't know if they're all from the same collection or what, but somebody had quite a group of Sunshine Family dolls. I didn't look up the name of what these dolls were. $14 for that one. I thought they were kind of pretty. They had nice faces, and one of them said that she grows hair. I think it's this one. The tag says that she grows hair. Let's see, yeah, doll hair grows, $14. I like the faces. I think I might have one of those in my box of old dolls, so I'll have to look. I hate to buy things if I think I might already have one at home. Now, the United Airlines Barbie's Friendship I have, you've seen that video. Look at this booth, full of good stuff. So many items. And I can spot Barbie from a mile away. That pink box stood out. Barbie Movie Awards. I don't think I had seen that before, but that looks like it would be a pretty fun item to have for my doll photos. What do you think? Oh, I love Lucy. I certainly do. This of Lucy and Ethel was so cute. I have quite a few I Love Lucy dolls, and I could have added that to my collection, but I was trying not to buy everything I saw. Movin' Groovin' Teresa. She's pretty cute. I like her outfit. Not sure what year she's from. I might have her also in my attic. Cabbage Patch, always a classic. 1984. I was not holding babies in 1984. I was having them. Oh, Barbie Nibbles. Magically picks up treats. Look like a fun toy. And I almost bought this. Isn't it cute? I know Queen Elizabeth loved these dogs. My little granddaughter does too. Barbie trading cards. I never had Barbie trading cards, but I do like looking at the photos. There were quite a few different Barbies there. The Butterfly Art Steven I hadn't seen before. And of course all these fancy glamorous gals. Silver Royal. A Christmas special edition there. Winter. What have we got here? Barbie's Sleeping Beauty. Ooh, that's a beautiful one. Look at her hair. And I do have that Christmas Barbie in my doll attic. Now, what about Barbie and Kiko? That is a nice set. It's a whole set. It was quite expensive. Looked like fun. I'm sure all the little girls that had that had fun, but it was too expensive for my budget. This case has two old dolls in it, but they were priced really high. I have that pattern in a dress already. I thought the dolls were priced definitely too high for my budget, but I love looking at old dolls. The farm, that iconic farm. Who didn't have one of those? Okay, now let's see. What were those named? Ah, yes, the Get Along Gang.
Not sure what those dresses were. I should have taken a photo of the label. And here we have these beautiful old dolls. Well, first we've got the Barbie Fashions there. $45, The Road to Oz. I love golden books. Those Barbie Fashions had quite a few pieces. I've got to say the prices were not cheap, but it's always fun taking a little walk down memory lane. That is Malibu Francie. She look familiar to you? She was a very popular doll. And of course the TNT Barbie, which was my first Barbie, that was when I first started getting Barbies, was in that era, and I love that familiar face. So many fun toys to look through. Barbie stickers. Lots of Barbie stickers there. And these little knitting machines. Oh my goodness, do you remember having those knitting machines? I love vintage Valentines. Look at that. Dusty. I do think I have a Dusty doll somewhere. The Dusty paper doll set there. I think I have a Dusty doll in a box. I need to find that and photograph it for you. Okay, I remember having a knitter like that and making dresses for my dolls. Oh my gosh. I'm sure they didn't look that great, but it sure was fun. This was called the Apple Pie Knitter for all popular dolls. And look at all the popular dolls there. Oh, there's the iconic barn with that mooing sound that is so familiar to so many of us. Do you remember Holly Hobby? My friend had her bedroom decorated all in Holly Hobby. I'm not sure what they wanted us to do with this bag of broken dolls, but I've got a lot of dolls that look like that already. So I did not bring those home. Definitely did not. Now this is kind of interesting. I am not sure what Modkin said, but somebody just twisted his neck right off. He should have been careful. I've got a lot of broken dolls already, so I did not bring that home either. Okay, Jordache jeans. Did you have designer jeans back in the day? Oh my goodness, Jordache and Calvin Klein were all that. Okay, here we have a Nikki Fashion Party doll. And then we have a Barbie Fashion. Dick and Jane. Oh my goodness, I remember reading those books in first grade. I love the old Dick and Jane books, so nostalgic. And Spot and Tim. Oh, Fisher Price toys. I have quite a collection of Fisher Price toys. I love finding little antique wooden furniture that is Barbie size. I have a lot, but I think it's so fun to see all the old-fashioned furniture made out of wood. When it's affordable, I get it. Oh, the days of Cabbage Patch. Like I said, I was having babies those years instead of collecting them. I have always wanted one of those metal doll houses. Do you have one? A lot of nostalgic items here. Like I said, this is walking down memory lane. I love looking at old photos, and I wish they were all with their owners or someone in the family. A boy doll Vogue. I think I have one. I don't think those were his original clothes. I'm going to say he did. It was not made back in the day wearing a zebra print. Definitely not. Oh, don't the old record albums take you back? The Monkees, Ringo, Seals and Croft. Tiny sewing machine and dolls and bears. Did you read the Hardy Boys mystery? Only thing better was watching Parker Stevenson and Sean Cassidy. I don't know what these dolls are. My husband thought they looked familiar, but I'm going to have to look them up. I'm not quite sure what they are, but one of my grandkids' hair usually looks like that. Oh my gosh, I saw these and I remember being a kid and eating those, having popsicles made in those. Oh my gosh, I almost bought it if they hadn't have been so expensive. And I thought, oh, the plastic's old. My kids probably won't want their kids to eat out of old plastic. Oh, look at the Cabbage Patch Baby. So, so cute. I love the little Cabbage Patch Babies. Look on the back. Look how many they made. Such a cute little doll. I like how they have it like a train track as you're going along. They had cases and cases just filled with old things. You could just spend hours if you had it, just going in each booth and looking at what the vendors have put in there. I see two little dressers, and oh, this whole case was full of stuff. Look at those, the rockers, the dolls, the ornaments, Bob's Big Boy over there. Did you ever eat at Bob's Big Boy? Oh my goodness, their hot fudge cake was so good. And there again, we have some Cabbage Patch. I'm sure that was a real fun toy to have. My husband said, oh, look, they have a Barbie car. And they do. That's a vintage Barbie car. The price tag was very high, but someday I will have one of those cars. My Barbies have a lot of cars in their garage right now. This case was filled with dolls. A lot of the holiday dolls, which I have quite a few of. I thought that ballerina doll was beautiful. And Playmobil. See that? My kids had Playmobil, and we absolutely loved it. I opened the other side so I could get a closer look. Don't want to miss anything. There's, I don't buy a lot of the fancy dolls. And at garage sales, I've found a lot of the holiday dolls at garage sales. And then they even had some doll houses, the 1/12 scale, which I don't collect, but I guess I do because I keep finding more things I need, and they are kind of fun. But I don't have a doll house. But I think this one was pretty fun. More of a Victorian style, old fashioned. I like that saloon up there at the top. And like I said, look at this, just cases and cases of dolls. If you are a doll collector, if you like dolls, miniatures, or nostalgia, antique malls are just the place to go because you can walk in each booth, look through the cases. That looked pretty interesting in there. It looked like some tiny stuffed animals and other things. And look at these beautiful dolls. I don't think people are collecting dolls like this so much anymore. I know the porcelain ones aren't as popular. Oh, look at Totally Hair Ken back there. He needs his hair gel. His hair's a mess. And I have one of these Jenny dolls. Don't know much about them. This one was porcelain. Here we are. I came to Marietta. I went to Granny's attic, and we took a little walk down memory lane. I can't wait to show you. And then we stopped at the thrift store because you can't drive by a thrift store without stopping, can you? Look at the dolls they had, and they had some Barbies too. Had lots of interesting ones. That one was in a chair. I don't think most of them were in their original clothes, but they seldom are when you find them out like that. Unless they're in a box, they've usually been undressed. And oh, there's Fisher Price. You know me and Fisher Price. I've got quite a nice collection of Fisher Price toys, so I was instantly drawn to that. We've got some Barbie there. And I don't know what that little fabric guy is there. I've seen those dolls, and it's familiar, but I'm not quite sure what the name of that doll is. Don't forget to stop and look at scrapbook supplies. I have found so many fun things for my doll houses in scrapbook supplies. So if you ever go anywhere and they have a box of scrapbook supplies, make sure and dig through them. Look at that tiny camping set, that little sleeping bag. I found some fun things. Oh, look around. This is a pretty big thrift store. It's out in Temecula too. Trash cans. I have little trash cans like that already, or I would have brought those home with me definitely. Some people use them as pen holders on their desk. And if you were looking for some glassware, my mother would have loved that area of this thrift store. Okay, I'll admit it. I am a big Shirley Temple fan. I grew up watching those movies. I'm not going to sing a song for you on the Good Ship Lollipop or Animal Crackers or anything, but needless to say, I like Shirley Temple dolls. We needed a snack and some Advil before we went home. A long drive back home, but I had some fun things in the back seat. Let me show you what I purchased. I'm sure you figured that I would bring Shirley Temple home with me, and that vintage Fisher Price family camper. Had to come home. Such a nostalgic piece. Yes, I bought the scrapbook stickers and the Barbie Movie Awards and the Jordache Look Fashion doll. I had to. Thank you so much for going shopping with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so we can spend some more time together.